Oh. Yo, Tyler, what's going on, buddy? Trying to figure out why my sound's not coming through for the game. Not too much, man. Same grind. Family, work, games. Trying to finish Halo 1 right now. What are you grinding for? I just got on. I started this server today. This is actually a server in NA. People have been telling me to try out this server, and I've been kind of pushing it off because it's like it just feels like a private server more than anything. But I gave it a go today and it was pretty fun, so I'm gonna keep playing to see if it's to see how it is. I played it this morning and it was pretty fun, so it's not classic. This is called ChronoStory. I would honestly ask you to play with me, but I know you don't have a computer yet, and I don't want to like put pressure on you. Honestly, that's why I haven't asked. Okay, let's turn a couple of things in. We don't need gun attack. Let's get rid of this. Don't need polearm accuracy. Get rid of that. We could use these two. You're ready for classic? Me too, brother. What I mean by it's like private server. So here's the thing. Multiple factors. One, it doesn't have a big player base, but I've realized that that factor is pretty irrelevant, and I'll tell you here in a second why. So that's one. The player base is extremely small compared to what you would expect on a retail game. So when classic MapleStory eventually drops, I'm assuming we'll have at least 10. Oh man, I'm not even like exaggerating. At least 10k concurrent players, if not 50, 60 You know, I think it's going to be a lot of people playing. And I think that number will hold for a while. Compared to this game, it only has 500 players. So that's one factor why it feels like a private server-ish type of game. And then another factor is that the base rate for EXP is different. It's higher on the server. On your traditional MapleStory game, you're looking at one, you know, like your EXP, compare this one compared to your old school MapleStory, like classic MapleStory, EXP is doubled, meaning when I kill a monster, it's like I'm killing 2 monsters, right? Drop rate is tripled. So the formula for the EXP and drop rate and quest reward EXP has been mingled with. And there's many other things like the UI being a little wonky. It doesn't feel as smooth, but you kind of get used to it. But it is still nevertheless a factor on why this games feel pretty like a private server arcade-ish game. The game's gameplay itself is a lot more faster. The speed of progression is a lot faster. So I approached this game with a different mindset. I am playing this game with a different mindset. But it's still fun. I played it for like 5 hours this morning and I've been itching to get back on, so I got back on. Shit, I would love to play this with you, Tyler. You know me, I would love to grind with my boy. But I know you got a lot going on. That's why I'm like, man, he'll get the computer when he needs to. I would love to play with you. I mean, if you're gonna get the computer anyway, get the computer now. We can play together. I asked my brother to play with me. He said he would, but he's so unreliable. Remember Jimmy? Yeah, it's more like it's more streamlined, exactly. It's made for players in 2026 compared to players in 2003, you know what I mean? If you want to hop on Discord and just chat, bro, I can do that too. You know, I don't mind. This is one of those games where I can just kind of play and talk about whatever. I think that's the huge appeal to games like this. When you play with your buddies, you can kind of hop on Discord and talk about whatever, compared to, like, let's say, you know, when we were playing Arc Raiders or Baldur's Gate. I think Baldur's Gate was a little bit slower pace where we would have time to just talk about whatever and take the game a bit slower. But Arc Raiders, and with my other close buddies, we play League of Legends, and games like that, you're locked in. You know, you have to be locked in. So there really isn't an opportunity for your friends and yourself to kind of sit there and talk about life and kind of catch up. But when I'm playing this, I can just hop in Discord, you know, smoke a little J, kind of relax, catch up in life. You thought it was Johnny Somali channel? Come on, bruh. Come on. Johnny Somali. That guy's in jail. That man is in jail, man. Ba-ba-bum. How am I liking ChronoStory? It's a good game. I'm having a good time. Yes, there we go. Emerald Hilden boots. That's what we need, baby. I'm still on my first day, but so far it's been enjoyable, man. Now I just need to get a Neum. I need to get a Neum that has higher attack damage. There we go. That's what I like to see. I like to see colorful items drop. Or what? Strength 5? Gold Nordic helm? That's what I'm talking about. Keep getting these. There we go. This is the best one. What's up, man? What's up, June? I am gonna need some guidance from people that played the game for a while after probably once I get a little bit higher level. 윤재님 안녕하세요. 원래는 낮에 방송 안 하는데 한국 시간 기준 오늘 시간 좀 남아서 켰습니다. 아까 이 서버를 은근히 재밌게 해가지고 낮에 미국 시간 기준 낮에 코리님 안녕하세요. 네, 이 서버 재밌습니다. 크로노 서버 재밌어요. 내일 메이플랜드 키기 전에 한 번 더 해보고 싶었어. How many concurrent players does this game have? Not a lot, man. Let me check right now. I would say it's a little bit more than in the morning. About 650 players. 메이플랜드하고 똑같이 빅뱅전 서버냐? 빅뱅전 서버는 맞긴 한데 약간 플래닛이랑 비슷하고 보시면 돼요. 큐브 같은 거는 없고 근데 아이템에 이제 상호 그런 게 존재하거든요. 이게 보면은 이 아이템을 보면은 몬스터한테서 득한 건데 보시면 이름이 보라색이에요. 그쵸? 노작인데 뭐 이런 게 존재하고 그리고 일단 그냥 메이플스토리의 유즈맵이라고 보시면 돼요. 유즈맵. 유즈맵. 가볍게 즐길 수 있는 유즈 맵. 오래 즐기지는 못하고 오래 즐길 수 있을지는 아직까진 모르겠는데 MMORPG 한다기보다는 그냥 혼자서 아케이드식으로 오락실 게임 정도? 그런 느낌이 드는 정도? 근데 은근히 재밌더라고요. 아침에 오늘 처음 해보는데 나쁘지 않아요. Am I Korean? I'm half Korean. I'm still trying to figure out. I wish I could ask the developer why the ping is so high whenever I play ChronoStory. How come my ping fluctuates so much? You know? I'm playing with an Ethernet cable. What's up, what's up? 외국 메이플랜드 버전도 있나요? 이건 메이플랜드라고 보기는 어렵고 미국 북미 메이플스토리 월즈에 있는 하나의 서버라고 보면 됩니다. 메이플스토리 서버. The North American, this server has 650 players online right now. It's not terribly a lot, but it's not little either, by any means. I think it's the most played server in NA, unless someone can tell me otherwise. 조니님은 한국 거주 중이냐? 저는 미국에서 살고 있습니다. What are Zens? There's so many Zens here. What do you mean by Zens? Zens? What is that? 방송은 부업이신가요? 본업은 따로 있으니까 방송 부업 맞죠? 방송은 즐기면서 부업처럼 하는 겁니다. 투자 정신으로. 본업은 사업하고 있습니다. 사업. 영조님 안녕하세요. 아, 한님 예고요. By the way, why is the chat window being translated into English? I don't know, man. I heard that today too. I heard that today too, but I don't know why it's translating into English automatically. It must be like this new AI feature that YouTube has rolled out where if they know that I'm playing a game based out of US, they'll, I guess, translate the chat into English, maybe? Beats me. This is a North American server, not Korean server. So I've been told that once I hit level 40, a new 99 and 999 quest opens up. Are there a lot of users on US server too? There are, let's see right now. It was 650 earlier, 644. It's gonna update 643. 643 people online right now. Dang, man, it's hard to get a good Neum from here. Everything good? Babe? Yeah, I am. Okay, can you close the door? Thank you. Love you. Yes. Aren't you feeling bored to hunt without watching YouTube or Netflix? Not really. I interact with chat. I talk to you guys. I talk about whatever when I have a viewer. If not, I'll just grind. Wasn't this character originally a fourth job? Oh, yeah, in Mapleland it was. I'm trying out a new server that's based out of North America. 삐삐님 안녕하세요. 미국에서도 메이플이 인기 있나요? 미국에서도 메이플 많이 알죠. 클래식 서버 기다리는 사람들도 많고, 아마 클래식 서버 나오면 동접률 제가 예상할 때는 그래도 10만 명 나오지 않을까 생각합니다. 더 나올 수도 있고. 근데 그게 그렇게 대단한 것도 아닌 게 지금 메이플 플래닛인가 메이플랜드나 메이플 플래닛이나 이런 서버들 보면은 동점률이 특히 메이플랜드 얘기 많은데 한 5만, 6만, 7만 이렇게 된다고 해요. 동점률이 출시되고 한 달 이상이 지났는데 원래 게임들이 출시 당일에는 한참 고점 찍다가 이제 자리 잡는 게 대부분인데 제가 볼 때 클래식 서버 나오면은 북미에서 사람들이 몰려가지고 당일 점유율 10만 명은 나오지 않을까. 그래서 슬슬 내려가서 뭐 이제 자리 잡겠죠? What brings you to the screen at this hour? Addiction. Are there any sites like Mania in other countries? Are you talking about like where you can buy, where you can buy meso with real money? I don't think so. If there is, I'm not aware. I don't buy meso with real money. 미국인들도 어릴 때 메이플 추억이 있나? 어떻게 생각하시면 되냐면 한국과 미국의 인구수 차이가 엄청나게 크잖아요. 그래서 우리 한국 어린이들이 예를 들자면 한 100만 명 꼬맹이들이 우리 시절에 메이플 스토리를 즐겼다. 2003년, 2004년도. 그게 우리 인구수가 뭐 10% 아니면 뭐 5% 된다고 가정했을 때 미국에서는 100만 명의 어린이들이 즐겨도 그게 인구수가 1%밖에 안 된다는 소리겠죠? 그쵸? 왜냐면 미국의 인구수가 더 크니까. 2003년, 2004년, 2005년 이 시기 때 메이플이 됐을 때는 이미 와우라는 거대작이 한참 미국에서 이미 흥해서 자리 잡고 있던 와우가 있었기에 메이플 스토리가 약간 묻힌감이 없지 않아 있는데 그래도 메이플 스토리를 많이 즐겨했던 꼬맹이들이 많아요. 특히 아시아계 꼬맹이들. 와우는 약간 이제 나이 많은 형들 그리고 백인 아니면 미국에 살던 아시아 계열이 아닌 애들이 많이 했던 기억이 있고 메이플 스토리는 제가 기억하기로는 라틴 계열 애들하고 아시아 계열 애들이 많이 했던 기억이 있습니다. Is MapleStory itself Asian themed? Asian themed. I mean, it is based out of Asia. There is like this like vibe with Asian based games, and it looks very similar to this. You know, you think about Mabinogi, you think about Lattale, Ragnarok, you think about all the JRPGs that have JMMORPGs that have came out in the past 5 years, like Genshin and Wuthering Waves and all these games. They all have kind of the similar aesthetics, right? And then you look at the Western MMO, you have WoW, you have Elder Scrolls. Very different theme, very different style. So that probably has something to do with it. So yeah. Planet server, no. Maybe in the future, I won't close it off completely. But right now, I'm not playing Planet server. 국뽕 빼고 한국은 미국에서 어떤 이미지냐? Is today English speaking day? I've been speaking mainly English today, yeah. Yo, love the classic video you did for classic picks. What classic video? Are you talking about the power curve? I'm still debating on page because we're still a meme. Look, I think if you're talking about classic MapleStory, actually, if you're talking about any other server other than old school MapleStory, I just started playing ChronoStory today, and we actually had a poll this morning on if I should play a page or a fighter. And fighter came out on top. I put on a poll on YouTube. I said, hey, do you want me to play? Because I was kind of contemplating between the two as well, and I couldn't decide. And I asked chat to help me. I said, do you want me to play fighter, axe-wielding fighter? Or do you want me to play a blunt-wielding page? And people picked fighter. But in the midst of that, people were telling me that paladins got a buff or something, or they're more viable in ChronoStory. So unless you're talking about old school MapleStory, it seems like a lot of these servers are making changes to like least popular or less popular classes. Even for classic server that's going to come out, it looks like paladins are going to have a slight bit of a change. That's why, like, you know, I go back to the video I made months ago talking about how, yes, all of these things exist, like power curves are real and power spectrums are real, but at the end of the day, none of that really matters. It's all secondary. The most important thing is what really calls you. You know what I mean? When you see a blunt wielding warrior with a shield, is that what you want to play? Do you want to play a warrior that has the ability to freeze enemies and burn enemies? Then you play a paladin. Do you want to grab a big ass axe and cut enemies and make them bleed? Then you play a fighter. You know what I mean? I think that's the most important thing. 아미님 안녕하세요. 바오밤님 안녕하세요. 여기는 이제 새벽 12시입니다. Okay, I need to go sell stuff. I am full. Couple of things that's disappointing about this game is the unstable ping. I don't know why the ping fluctuates so much. You know, I have an Ethernet cable. I'm guessing it's just because it's a new server, they're limited on funds. It's not like a game breaker, and I'm very empathetical and I can wait. And if it's a money issue, then I can definitely wait until the server starts to make money or whatever, until they can provide a stable server. And that's one. Another thing that's pretty unfortunate or disappointing about this, about the game, what is sell item? I don't understand. What is the difference between sell equips and sell item? Like, why can I not sell all these at once if it says sell item here? I mean, it's not a problem. I can go down one by one. Whoa, what is chaos scroll? I've never seen a chaos scroll. What is this? When did I even get this? I don't even remember getting this chaos scroll. Okay, that's fine. It's a lot of meso, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, the second thing that's unfortunate or that's disappointing about this server is that there's not a lot of players. I wish there was at least like 10k players. That'd be cool. Whoa, look at this Garbo guy. Dang, he got he's a fighter as well, dude. We're walking the same path. Fighter bros. What's your rage level? 1? Okay, I use. Mine is 4. Is the North American... Hold up, guys. Is the North American version worth playing even if I don't know MapleStory? Oh, yeah. I think any MapleStory server, even Maple Land or Maple Planet, and especially a game like this, I think probably ChronoStory has the least barrier of entry, the lowest barrier of entry. You just go in and it's very, I don't know, it's very streamlined, I would say. Which makes newbies, it's easier for people that are new to the game to kind of just come and try. So yeah, I would say it's worth it to kind of try for a little bit. 재범님 안녕하세요. 이거는 북미 서버에 존재하는 메이플스토리 크로노스토리라는 서버입니다. Have I ever played KMS? I haven't played I played KMS when I was a kid, when I used to live in Korea. The latest... Oh shoot, man, I'm getting these... 2 strength... Nah, we're gonna... The closest KMS version that I played recently is called Maple Land. Do I use a VPN? No, I live in USA, so I can play this without VPN. Now, if I was playing Maple Land, I would be using VPN, yes. Planet is already ruined. What happened with Planet? I thought Planet was doing good. 직장에서 조니님 방송 보내보는 중. 귀여우시네. 감사합니다, 나무님. 고마울 뿐이죠. 그렇게 보신다니. You enjoyed watching the piano video? Ah, thanks, man. Yeah, I wanted to upload that. Those two are my favorite pieces that I've been playing for a bit recently. Misty and Autumn Leaves. Autumn Leaves, beautiful. How old am I? I was born in 1993. Ow, dude, my leg is killing me. Hey, warriors are fun. I don't know why the hate for warrior. What's the hate with the warrior? Hey man, I want to try MapleLand for my Korean learning, but I hear that MapleLand might wipe because of MapleLand 2. Nah, I mean, if you play now, it's not going to get wiped. It'll just transfer. Your character data will just transfer. So you can start now. Your data will just transfer to MapleLand 2.0. So what is MapleLand 2? MapleLand 2 is basically it's MapleLand, right? If you guys know what MapleLand, okay, for those that might not know MapleLand, I'll explain what MapleLand is, because that's 90% of it. MapleLand is it's an emulation. It's a server in Korean MapleStory worlds that emulates old school MapleStory to the T. To a 1-to-1 ratio, drop rate, everything. The client itself isn't clunky like ChronoStory or Artail. It's actually really polished. But even within that polished state, people still have found some flaws, right? For example, Warrior Rush and a couple of other things that people have complained about. For example, having to, like, a channel only holding, I think, 200 players or something like that. Limited capacity per channel. And they're gonna expand it now, make less channels, but each channel is gonna be able to hold, I think, like 1,000 or 2,000 people, right? And they're actually working with Nexon Korea to make MapleLand 2.0. So basically it's that. It's MapleLand 2.0 is MapleLand, but becoming more polished. Emulates, it's a better emulation of the old school MapleStory. 여보세요? 디스코드 들어와, 디스코드.
디스코드 왜 통화가 연결이 안 되지?
잠깐만. 내가 너한테 걸게. 내가 너한테 걸고 있어. 들려?
헬로?
들려?
잠깐만.
웬일?
들림?
웬일이야?
아니 이거 왜 차에 블루투스 연결이 안 되지?
나 지금 방송 중이라 방송.
아 방송?
뭐 근데 그 뭐냐, 소리 그거 끄고 진행해도 되고, 급하면.
아니 그냥 나 저 퇴근하는 길에 한번 전화해봤지. 아니 아직도 방송해?
오늘 밤에 이제 막 시작했어. 한 1시간 한 40분 전에.
아 진짜? 오늘 뭐 늦게까지 하는 방송이야?
아니, 아침에 하고 이제 일 볼 거 다 보고 케일이랑 애기랑 시간 보내고 이제 자기 전에 잠깐 켰지. 새로 시작했거든. 북미 서버에 있는 무슨 서버가 있는데 시청자분들이
메이플?
한번 메이플 시청자가 해보라 해가지고, 미국 시청자분들이.
아 미국 메이플?
해보고 있지.
알았어. 아니 그냥 나 별 저거 없나 하고 전화해본 거야.
알았어. 내가 나중에 통화할게 그럼.
오케이.
친척 동생. 제가 늘 말하는, 저보고 제가 메이플랜드 처음 시작할 때 저보고 제발 페이지 하지 말라고 나한테 얘기하던 친척 동생인데 자기 프리스트 한다며. 제가 메이플랜드 다크나이트 키우잖아요. 자기 프리스트 키운다고 다크나이트 용기사 키우래요. 나는 전사 키우기로 마음 먹었을 때 용기사가 세 번째 순위였어요. 용기사가 파이터 할까, 이 두손 도끼 파이터 할까, 아니면 두손 둔기 페이지 할까 고민하고 있었는데 저보고 그냥 용기사를 하래요. 근데 용기사 찍으니까 바로 접어버려요. 이 자식. 오케이, 러시 캔디. 자, 업하면 퀘스트를 받으러 갈 수 있는데 40 찍으면 바로 가봐야 되겠다. When I hit 40, supposedly another quest chain opens up. So we're gonna do that. Maybe I'll help this guy finish his 999. I'll stay. I'll stay and finish this guy. Help this guy. No problem. Okay, let's go with Axe Mastery. We'll finish that. I don't know what I should level next. Rage? Do I just keep putting points into Rage, or should I go Fatal Strike? I'm thinking Rage, right? Because it's a party buff. I was born in Korea, guys. Are there a lot of foreigners who play Maple Land? Maple Land? I don't think so. Foreigners? No, I don't think. I don't know about foreigners. There's a lot of Koreans that live abroad that play Maple Land. I live in Jeju. I'm really considering to play it. I just need to learn how to download it. You're talking about Maple Land? You gotta have a Korean social security number and a Korean phone number. As long as you got those things, you're gonna be able to play. 에이플랜드에도 미국인 길드가 있다? 아 진짜요? I didn't know that. Level 40 level 40 99 quest is Dark Eyes. Skelly Dogs. I guess it's Skelly Dogs. I thought the next one was Dark Eyes. Oh wait, I'm level 40. I can change my weapon. Do that real quick. So now I can wear this, but it's still weaker than my two-hand. But let's say I put 7, that goes 65. Oh yeah, that will be stronger than this. We're gonna wear this now. Can't wear the shoes because it's level 50. Let's see, we're gonna wear this. I need a shield. Can I play Maple with only a Korean number? You can try. I really don't know how it's gonna work. But what happens is they're gonna make you make an account either through Nexon, Naver, or other ways, right? Because you know how you can log into certain applications or software through Facebook or Gmail in the US? Well, they have the same thing in Korea. You can log into MapleStory Worlds via Nexon account, Naver, and a couple of other websites or like softwares. Well, in order to make an account in those softwares like Naver or Nexon Korea, you need to have a Korean social security number and a registered phone number. Now, for your case, you sound like a foreigner living in Korea. I don't know how that... I have no idea how that would work, because you have the IP address solved, because technically you live in Jeju, which is Korea. But you're a foreigner. I mean, I would just give it a go and see what happens, man. What are the main differences in this server? This server is kind of like its own thing. There's a lot of differences, right? First of all, the EXP rate and the drop rate is different. The pathway of progression, the progression is entirely different. It seems like everybody kind of does these quests, the mobbing quest where you kill 99 monster and then 999 mobs right after that, because quest EXP reward is tripled. monster EXP is doubled. I think everybody's trying to kind of min-max doing the quests instead of grinding alone. The items are different. When items drop, obviously you see my pet looting it from quite a bit of a distance away. That's different. When items drop, they come in like different colors, as you can see. Some of them come in like colors like this, blue or purple with no scroll on them. So there's a couple of things that are different, man, you know? You know what it is? This game, what's unfortunate is, again, there's no incentive for you to go a shield and an axe. I really want to wear a shield, but every time I play any type of MapleStory, any type of MapleStory server, there's really no incentive for me to become a shield bearer. Like none. That's the unfortunate part. We can sell all these except for this one. We won't sell that. It says it's untradeable. Does that mean I can't sell it to like the NPC? Okay. Let's get the one-handed axe. One-handed axe attack for 100%. 7 of these. You know what, we'll do 6. And then we'll do 60%. Okay. A lot of scroll vouchers, man. Sorry, the next quest is Dark Eyes. My bad, bro. Misread. Oh, no problem. He's level 42. He actually just hit 42. 40. Okay. Shut. Yes. Yes. It's already a yellow. That's crazy. Okay. Go ahead and put all these in there now. Is yellow the final color? I thought green was the final color. Nice. Huge boost. Big boosts. Now we just need a shield. Okay, Cave of Dark Eye is in Ant Tunnel. After Ant Park. I gotta go to bed. Thank you for the offer though. Okay, I guess I'm doing it alone. Cave of Dark Eye is in the Ant Tunnel. After Ant Tunnel Park. Where is Ant Tunnel Park? Let's see if I can find this place. Okay. He's saying it's here. What is this? Could that be it over there? This is where we used the sugar rush. Look how fast I am. It's insane. Okay, we did Cold Eyes. So next is the Dark Eyes. Not here. Something tells me this guy doesn't know what he was talking about. And I don't feel like... Okay, here's... These guys are what? Cursed eyes, right? Cursed eyes. We've already done cursed eyes. 속도가 엄청 빠르죠? 이 수업은. 위에 상단, 오른쪽 상단에 보시면 버프 들어간 거 보이시죠? 이속이 175입니다, 지금. Here it is. Dark eyes. This is what we're looking for. Alright, let's see what these guys are. What the hell? Look at these monsters. I need 97 accuracy. I don't have enough. What am I supposed to do? I don't have enough accuracy. What happens if I do this? No. Okay, it kept the sugar rush. Okay, cool. So this is basically useless. Here's another flaw in the game, right? They made nimble feet so good that they made certain items obsolete. There's no need to have this ever. There's no need to have speed potion ever because you have nimble feet, which is a 900 active item. So you never use this. There's another flaw for you. 80 accuracy. Can I kill these guys? Man, this miss is gonna be crazy. Am I too weak to do this? Oh man, this is tough. The miss is crazy. Oh, that's cool. Half Moon Zamadar. A pretty cool dagger. I don't remember this existing in old school MapleStory. These guys don't drop anything warrior. I mean, they do, but not for level 40. How am I supposed to grind here? Man, I should have went for accuracy. You know what? I actually have an idea. There's gotta be some scrolls that I can buy. Maybe onto this blue anklet. Let's see, overall armor. There should be one for accuracy, no? Maybe for dex, we can go for dex here. Let's see, dex 100%. We'll do 10 of these. Should give me 10 dex. That should boost me significantly. See, my accuracy is going up, 83. $88. I need a little bit more. What can I use? On my glove, maybe? Let's try on my glove. Gloves for accuracy 100%. We'll get 5 of these. $89, 90, 91, 82. 92, 93. Okay, I should hit misses way less now. Yeah, you can do AP reset for 1 mil. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about dumping it into decks at the moment. Earlier today, someone said standard should be, like, base decks should be around 40 to 50. Well, mine's at 60 right now. How many do these, how much accuracy do these guys require? 97? Pretty high. Does rage lower weapon defense? No, it doesn't. Doesn't Refray have some foundation? What do you mean, does it have foundation? I'm not a big fan of this map. Like, I think the best map so far was the zombie mushroom map. That little map that has like 4 levels. The respawn rate over there was crazy. Why does this game feel like it's sped up so much? It's cause it is. It's sped up. It's not you, it's the game. Is there like a... Oh. Where am I? Is this where the drakes are at? This is where the drakes are at. What did I do? What the heck? What is going on? What? Got like a bug or something? I literally clicked up in that bottom left corner and it like respawned me into the map. Okay, here we go. We're back at the Cave of Dark Eye. You feel like you've seen this before when you were in elementary school? I've never... Have I seen Dark Eye? I can't remember. I think Dark Eye is new to me as well. I don't think I've ever seen these guys anywhere else. Ooh. There we go, 99 complete. Go to town. Okay, that EXP, a little underwhelming, but it is what it is, man. 호호님 안녕하세요. 졸려 보인다? 안 졸린데. Oh, dude, what am I doing? I could have just taken the VIP cab. Duh. Why is the warrior movement so fast? A couple of differences in this server. One, nimble feet, 민첩한 발놀림. 지속 시간이 900초. Duration is 900 seconds for 20 movement speed. Basically, you have haste, half of haste. On top of that, globally, all monsters drop this sugar rush candy, right? And if you read it, it says 50 speed plus 50 speed. 이속 50 추가. But these two, as you can see up here, they stack, giving me an outrageous movement speed of 175%. That's why it feels extremely fast. 이속 맥스 그 캡이 없는 것 같아요. 캡. There's no cap for movement speed. Gotta get this 999. Isn't there a way to get to Ludi instantaneously? or Orbis instantaneously. 얘네들은 한국 서버에 존재하지 않는 다크아이즈라는 몬스터인데 이 서버에만 존재하는 것 같아요. 이 크로노스토리라는 서버에만. So, you want to use mine instead? Oops. What? Yeah. Thank you. Love you. 메이플 클래식 나와도 메이플랜드는 꾸준히 할 것 같아요. 메이플랜드 2.0도 기대 많이 되고 하니까. 잠깐만, 이거 전사 옷인데 레벨 50째. 보라색 한손검이 나왔네. 이게 검이네? This is a sword. One-handed sword. Okay. So we got a warrior top and warrior bottom for level 50. Pretty set for that. You can't play Mapleland or Planet. I mean, you could play ChronoStory. This server isn't too bad. I think it's a good way for people that don't live in Korea to kind of play to just pass time until Classic comes out. Or better yet, I mean, you might find this server enjoyable too. Okay, alright Katie, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye. Raising a warrior, how romantic. You know, I'm a huge warrior guy, what can I say? Easily my favorite class, easily. I don't appreciate how they butchered Final Attack though and made it into something completely different. Not happy about that. 발님 안녕하세요. 크로노스토리도 배율 서버인가요? 맞습니다. 크로노스토리도 몬스터 경험치는 2배. 몬스터 경험치 2배. 드롭률 3배. 그리고 캐스트 경험치 3배. 이렇게 되어 있어요. 근데 이 크로노스토리도 여기서도 어쩔 수 없이 메타라는 게 존재해서 다 각이 좀 틀이 짜여져 있는 느낌이 들거든요. 오늘 처음 해보는데 레벨 40까지 찍으면서 느낀 점, 커닝 파케, 루디 파케, 몬스터 카니발 이런 거 아예 없고, 그런 걸 즐기려고 하는 서버가 아니라 그냥 약간 정말 그러니까 한 길로만 게임을 하게끔 이 구도가 의도적으로 그렇게 짜여져 있는 것 같아요. 운영진 팀이 퀘스트 배율이 아무래도 3배니까 뭐 의도적으로 한지는 모르겠지만 어쩔 수 없이 퀘스트로 받는 경험치가 제일 많다 보니까 이게 어느 정도 의도된 거라고 또 느껴지는 게, 다 사람들이 지금 레벨업 하는 거 보면 그 표지판 퀘스트 있잖아요. 99마리 잡고 999마리 잡는 거, 그걸로 통해서 업을 하는 사람들이 대다수인 것 같고, 그게 이제 메타인 것 같고, 그리고 개발진도 그쪽으로 좀 의도를 하고 각을 잡지 않았나. 원래 99마리 그 퀘스트 있잖아요. 99에서 999마리 잡는 거. 원래는 그 커즈아이하고 끝인데, 여기는 커즈아이까지 가나? 이브라이 커즈아이하고 끝인데, 여기서는 이 다크아이즈라는 게 있고, 레벨 40부터. 그리고 여길 지나면 일단 드레이크도 있고, 또 여기 지나면 군영에서도 사람들이 999마리 그 해골바가지 강아지 있거든요. 걔들도 있고, 하여튼 레벨업을 하면서 그 루트로 많이 가지 않나. 그래서 아까 낮에 방송할 때는 사람들이 막 북실북실 거리면서 4명이서 파티하면서 전 맵을 다 잡았는데, 아무래도 미국이 평일이고 이제 새벽 1시쯤 돼가니까 사람들이 좀 적지 않나. Personally, I prefer 100% final attack and leave it at that. I just, for me, final attack was never about the efficiency. I just love the animation of it. Oh, dude, I would love to party with this guy. Final attack is what made... Oh, dude, he changed channel. Damn. Final attack is what made Warriors so enjoyable. I'm new to MapleStory. Instead of Suncaller, can I raise free-to-play Thief? What does that mean? Those of you that play ChronoStory, is there a way I can go to Ludi or Orbi instantaneously? Or do I need to take the boat? Let me ask my guy in party. Maybe he knows. What is Pyodo in English? Assassin. Does Chrono have boat rides? I don't know. I'm new to the channel. I think there's a way that you can get there instantly. Oh yeah, rush candy, that's what I'm talking about. You can't hear English very well, but you can hear a little Japanese. I'm jealous. I wish I could speak Japanese. Oh, hold on. Umbral shoulder mail. What is that? That looks like a warrior top. Warrior. Okay, this one's good. We'll keep that one. What about for the bottom? Oh, look at that. This one has an accuracy attached to it. Lock this one too. Why am I playing a one-hand X fighter? Why not? The numbers are similar to Thai. Well, the origin is Japanese. There's two ways to count numbers in Korean. You have your traditional Korean, and then you have the way you count based off the Japanese. First time hearing, for me personally, that Korean number counting is similar to Thai. Never heard of that before. There's differences. This server compared to old school MapleStory, there's some differences. So far for the fighter, I haven't learned. In this server, it's called Fatal Attack. I haven't learned Fatal Attack or Fatal Strike. I haven't learned it yet, but it's a completely different skill. So we're gonna learn this, and this is gonna be the only thing really that's different in the second job advancement skills tree. I think there's gonna be a lot of things different in the third job, so we'll see. 서버 접속자 수는 한 제일 많이 봤던 게 650명 정도? 지금 한번 볼까요, 다시? 지금은 좀 많이 내려갔네요. 밤이 늦어져가지고 559명으로 한 100명 내려갔네. This is the first time you've seen Dark Eyes? Me too, actually. They look like they belong though, right? They did a really good job. I mean, all they really had to do was turn the color turn the color to black. But I feel like they've always been here. They blend in pretty well to the eye family. They're creepy, man. 육 550명이면 많이 하는 건가? 메이플랜드 동점률 한 10,000명 정도 되지 않을까요? 10,000명, 20,000명? 더 많을 수도 있고. 650명이면 이제 한국 서버에 비해서는 많이 적기는 하지만 북미 서버에서는 나쁘지 않은 편이에요. You wrote a chat in Korean, but it's being translated into English. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. I didn't set it that way. I think it's just like a feature that YouTube has. I have no idea. And this grind is actually brutal as a warrior. I would probably be done and like level 42 by now if I was a mage or an archer. I think it'd be tough as an assassin too. You're startled? Yeah, I can speak Korean. Korean is my mother tongue. 한국어가 모국어입니다. 한국에서 태어난 한국인이에요. And I've lived all my adult life in United States, so although English is not my mother tongue, it's my most comfortable language now. And I can also speak Spanish. I learned Spanish while I was in the military. I was a Spanish translator for a little bit in the military and I got out. And now I married a Latina and her entire family is here, so I'm always surrounded by Spanish. So there's actually an episode of one of the podcasts, the last podcast that I uploaded was with a Mexican guy. He lives in Canada and he works in cybersecurity. Football coach as well, and we did the entire podcast in Spanish. Okay, I'm full inventory. Let's go back. Go ahead and sell all our crap. Go ahead and sell our items. Right? We can sell all our stuff, right? None of these. Wow, look at this. Level 20, the negotiator gun. It's just one attack higher and it got a green glow to it. Do I just sell this? It seems highly unstable. I don't know what to do with this chaos scroll or chaos crystal. It gives me 500k though. Which country did you serve the military in? I served the military in in United States. I was in the Air Force. I just watched that episode wondering how you speak Spanish so well. I learned Spanish while I was in the military. They taught it to me. Their curriculum is 6 months, but it was a little tough for me, so I learned. They gave me extra 3 months and I became fluent in Spanish in 9 months. I passed their fluency test, and then I did my job for about 2 years. I served total of 6 years. The training itself took me about 3.5 years. There's like so many other things because I was an airborne linguist. So the language part, although I had one of the shortest curriculums, because Spanish is technically one of the easier languages, because they'll teach you, when you go to the Language Institute, which all the branches, all the members from all branches in the military come and learn language at that institute. It's in California. Spanish is 6 months. Chinese is like 1.5 to 2 years. So is Arabic and Pashto and Farsi. Russian. Japanese, I think, was a year. But Spanish is only 6. Okay, keep the chaos crystals. Okay. I did that. So after that, because I was airborne, we also had to do survival school for a little bit. That was about 3 months, and then like a bunch of other basic courses you gotta take before you actually start working in the military. So altogether, training took like 3 years for me, which sucked. But looking back, I'm glad I went through it. So many memories, so many good friendships made. Experiences that I would have, if I would have never joined the military, I would have never gotten. It's kind of cool to say, like, I actually flew, I actually flew in a military airplane. I was actually inside in air, and looking back, the older I get, it makes me realize how special that is. How much of an, like, extremely a blessing, really. I took it for granted so much, dude, back in the day because I joined the military right out of high school. I joined, I think, when I was 19, right? And back then, I didn't know any better. I joined the military to just get out of the house. I didn't have a bigger understanding of the world like I do now. And even now, I'll probably look back in 10 years and say, yeah, you were still a kid. But I can definitely say when I was early 20s, I took a lot of things for granted. I just didn't have the right mindset. I think when you join the military, you have to really be willing to serve and understand the bigger picture. You can serve to just make your money. I mean, there's nothing wrong with just doing your job and getting by. But I think you'd be miserable in the military if you do it for that reason. You got to have a bigger purpose. The thing about it is, man, when they told me that I got Spanish and they were going to give me 6 months to learn Spanish, I was very skeptical of my ability to. I was like, man, 6 months? That's really like no time. How can I learn? Because in order to graduate, the Language Institute, DLI they call it, it's Defense Language Institute in California, Monterey. In order to graduate, you have to go through some testing, right? You have to pass a listening test, you have to pass a speaking test, and you have to pass a reading test. So it's all form of communication: reading, listening, and speaking. And you basically have to be somewhat of a native, right? You have to be able to listen to the Spanish news, and not only that, some dialect, like different dialects, right? There's so many countries that speak Spanish, and you have to understand, like, not just the news. The news is easy because they're very precise and they say every word with intention. There's no slurring of the words. There's no what's the word called when you have different, like, I guess dialect, because there's a specific word for how each region speaks and what words they use and what that word means in a specific region, right? Like South America has what, 20, at least 20 countries that speak Spanish. Uruguay, Paraguay, Argentina, Chile, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Venezuela. All these countries have different dialects. And you have to learn all that, and it was extremely stressful. But the really cool thing about the military is they believe in you more than you believe in yourself, and they will push you. They will push you. They will make it happen. I remember before I joined the military, how was I think I was like 140 pound. I mean, I was pretty athletically fit because I was playing soccer all my life in high school and all that, and I was a very active kid. But I got out of basic training. In 2 months, they put 30 pounds of muscle on me. In 2 months, I went from 140 to being completely jacked. I mean, I look like little Geodude walking around. I look so buff. I've never been that buff in my life. They feed you, 3 times a day. You're working out every day, sometimes twice a day, and you're on a regiment, right? You're on a schedule. They work you out, they study you, they make you march, they make you clean, and there's no ifs and or but, and it's really good for you. And after what was it, 8 weeks, 9 weeks of basic training, I got out. I took that first selfie in the mirror with my shirt off, and I sent it to did I send it? No, I probably posted on Twitter or something to not catfish, but basically to bait some woman. My high school ex and other girls that I was talking to. I was feeling good. I was bulky, man. So that's just another example of how the military believes in you more than you believe in yourself. There's so many kids who go to DLI and they get assigned a Cat 4 language, which is like Chinese, Russian, Arabic, whatever. And they're like, man, there's no way I can do this. There's no way I can do this. And they end up graduating, and now they speak fluent Chinese. It's insane, Good times. I got a lot out of the military. I got a lot out of it. I look back and I'm like, I'm so glad I joined the military. Okay, I should hit no misses now. Where to master rage? Did you have a chance to choose Korean, or was it all randomly given? I told them I was like, hey guys, I speak Korean. I wanted to breeze through my experience or my military life easily. So I told them, I said, hey, I speak Korean. You guys can give me Korean. They're like, nah, we don't do that. Especially the Air Force, they don't do that. Air Force is very much like, we give you we assign you what we need. We don't care about what you want. And that mindset starts from when you choose your AFSC, which is your job. So when you go to an Army recruiter or a Navy or Army or Marines, you can pick the job you want, and more than likely they'll give you that job. Now with the Air Force, what they'll tell you, the recruiter will tell you, pick your top 10 and rank them in order. It doesn't fucking matter. They don't care about the order of importance. Not really. Because whatever, like, you can put number 1 as, let's say, I don't know, survival specialist. Really cool job. Really cool job. But will you get that job? No. They'll look at the top 10, and whatever opens up, they'll tell you, hey, we got an opening for this job. You can ship out by this summer. You want to go? You have the ability to say no, but they're going to pressure you. They're going to make you feel like, man, that number 1 job you put on the list, it's not going to open up for a few years. Are you sure you don't want to go? Because they basically, quote unquote, their job is to get you shipped out and fulfill that slot that's needed by the Air Force. All right. So a lot of people have misconception about the Air Force. They think we're stuck up, and the reason why they won't, and because of that, like it's elite. Because of that, like you can't pick the job, and most people will just kind of go whenever a job opens up in the Air Force, and that Air Force is picky, yada yada yada. It's actually not true. The reason why the Air Force can't just kind of give you your pick of jobs, or like let's say your number one pick was, again, survival specialist. They can't give you that because Air Force, I think by numbers, is the smallest branch, and that job it's already filled. And as long as it stays filled, there's not gonna be an opening because it's the smallest branch in the military, other than the Coast Guard, I think. Let's look it up. We type in, what's the smallest branch of military? What is this? AI mode? Get explanations you can verify using our most. Okay, sure. Okay, Space Force. Space Force. Let's see. Oh, okay. Marine is smaller. Air Force is... So it goes Army, Navy, then Air Force, then Marines. I thought we were bigger than the Marines. I guess not. But obviously Coast Guard, and then Space Force, I guess. They're called Guardians. Did you guys know that? Space Force people are called Guardians. My friend got dropped from the Air Force. He lied on his medical. He had asthma. Made it to the last week of basic. Passed out on the field. Oh, dude, he was so close. Damn, that sucks. You know, I'll tell you a horror story about basic training. If you get caught like that, like not caught, but let's say you get holed up in basic, you know what happens? They put you in med hold. They put you in med hold and you're stuck in that setting for God knows how long. I mean, I've heard horror stories. And the reason why you don't want to get stuck in med hold in basic training is because then they treat you like a child, less than a child. They treat you like a toddler. They tell you when to go to bed. They tell you when to wake up. They tell you what you're gonna do for an undisclosed, like a unclear amount of time. They have to get your paperwork ready. They have to figure out what they're gonna do with you because you basically broke off of the normal scheduling of getting you graduated in 8 weeks. And I've had guys, I remember when I went to basic, some dude just could not take it. He was like, I'm done, man. We were on like our 3rd day and he was ready to dip out. He was just done with the military. So he actually faked a spasm. He faked a spasm and they took him away. And when we were graduating after 8 weeks, I still saw him brushing, or I still saw him sweeping with a broom in his trainee outfit at Medhold. And nobody knows what happened to him after that. But I still remember that. My guy faked a spasm. We know it was fake. It was fake. And he got held up in med hold. And he was still there. He was still there when everybody was graduating after 8 weeks. I've heard horror stories of people being stuck in that type of environment for years, which is like hell on earth. You're literally in a labor camp at that point. All his life he wanted to be in the Air Force. All he talked about since we were kids was that's heartbreaking. He cried. See, the thing is, if he would have made it, that kind of sucks that he passed out towards the end. If he would have made it through and actually became a member of the Air Force, then they would have, there's no way for them to confirm that he had asthma prior to him joining, and they would have said it's a service connected disease or service connected illness, and he could have been compensated. It just kind of sucks he didn't make it that far. You're Korean, but why are you so good at English? I spent all of my adult life in the States, so my English better be good. I've been here for 18 years. feel like I'm so weak. I feel like I did more damage with my Neum than this one-handed axe weapon. What? There was a black version of Evil Eye 2? It exists in this server, yes. It doesn't exist in KMS or Korean servers like Maple Land or Maple Planet. Hey Johnny, I just found your stream. Tell me a little about yourself. Sure, man. Well, I am half Korean and half English. I was born in Korea, raised in Korea. I came to the States when I was entering high school, and I've been here ever since. I did 6 years in the military right after high school. I've been playing MapleStory all my life since the release of OG MapleStory in Korea in 2003. I'm not a huge fan of post Big Bang MapleStory, so retail MapleStory I don't like too much. I don't like versions of MapleStory that blatantly goes after the player's wallet, like cubing, gacha, etc. I'm not a fan. I have been streaming since last year November. What else is there? I speak 3 languages, Korean, English, and Spanish. I was a airborne Spanish linguist in the Air Force. I'm married, I have a kid. What are some other things that are well known about me? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good intro, wouldn't you say? Oh, I guess my age, I'm 33. My birthday was 2 days ago? 3 days ago. No, 4 days ago now, because it's officially the 29th. I have been wanting to play MapleStory the official server, or should I just play private servers? Well, it depends, man. Have you played MapleStory retail? Honestly, I think if you've never played MapleStory, it's probably best that you kind of give retail a try first. It's gonna be more modern, right? It's gonna be more modern. It's gonna be faster pace. You're not gonna get bored as much. I think a lot of people play old school MapleStory, like the server that I'm playing, ChronoStory, or Maple Land, Maple Planet, and people that are waiting for classic server to release all have some experience with MapleStory prior to the Big Bang update in the mid 2000s or late 2000s. So about 20 years ago. If you've never played MapleStory that far back or back in the day, then I would try retail MapleStory. You might like it. Try that. And if it doesn't fit, if it doesn't work out, then come try different servers that exist in MapleStory worlds. This server that I'm playing is ChronoStory, and it's fun. Forge, what's up, buddy? How did you? You're right, man. You got me into some. You introduced a new drug in my life. I'm a good speaker. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Overseas servers definitely have many dungeons with terrain that is good for warriors to hunt in. Well, I think it's good for warriors because this map exists in Maple Land in Korean MapleStory too, but the respawn count is extremely high in this server. I'm actually saving my candy. I got 2. I want to save it. I don't want to use it yet. May I also ask why you're streaming in portrait mode layout? Is it just to make shorts easier to clip? No. So I'm streaming in two. I have shorts live going at the same time as a regular live, and you probably stumbled across my live just scrolling through shorts. It's for more exposure. If you come to my channel, you can get the full the horizontal aspect ratio of my stream, where you can see the endings where it's not clipped out. Are you Korean? I'm half Korean. I'm mixed. To some, I'm Filipino. To some, I'm Arabic. To some, I'm Latino. To some, I'm white. To some, I'm Korean. To some, I'm Chinese. I've been called so many things in my life, guys, that, you know, as long as I know who I am, that's all that matters. Have you ever played Maple Royals, a private server? Oh yeah, I played Maple Royals a long time. I think back in like probably from 2013 all the way to 2020. That far back, I was maybe not 2013. I don't know when Maple Royals came out. Maybe 2016, 2017. Along that time frame, I was playing private servers that exist in NA, like Maple Legends and Royals, a lot, on and off. Oh yeah, I love yin and yang. My whole life philosophy is basically yin and yang, you know. I love the idea of balance and harmony and all that. They call it Taoism, actually. That's where yin and yang derives from. And I like to listen to Taoism ideologies. Okay. Let's kind of go through my item, make sure we got all the good ones. We are not selling any good ones that we can potentially wear. So one thing I noticed about the server is like you can wear both male and female. There's no male and female clothing. You can wear, like, it's all gender neutral. You can wear whatever. Random, could you ask your fellow Koreans what's the hot K-drama at the moment? 한국 여러분들, 한국 시청자분들한테 물어보고 싶다는 게 있다는데, 요즘 한국에서 지금 방영 중인 인기 있는 한국 드라마가 뭐가 있을까요? You see that lock icon in your inventory? Yeah, I already locked it. See that? I'm already ahead of you. I figured it out way before. 클래식 아닙니다. 이거는 클래식은 아직 출시 안 됐고 미국 서버에 있는 메이플 월드에 있는 서버입니다. 크로노스토리라고. Also would love to see a YouTube of your comparison of MapleStory and Chronos now that you've played it. Okay, I'll try to make one. I'll see if I can talk about it. And maybe do another like a Google Sheets type of thing. Should be pretty easy. 전원일기. So someone said 전원일기, Katie. And then 요즘 코리안들도 넷플릭스로 드라마 보던데. 넷플릭스에 지금 핫한 한국 드라마가 뭐 있을까요? 한국에서 많이 보는? Becoming a military cook is very popular these days. You see that, Katie? You can go another path for more spawn. Dark eyes are there too in Chrono. Where's another path? I've been here for like the past hour or so. 치사병. Rama, what's going on, buddy? It's called becoming a cook? Let's see. They said 치사병. Let's see what it looks like. This one. 치사병 전설이 되다. It's about the legend of kitchen soldier. It's in TVing, so it's not on Netflix. You might have to... I don't know where you could see this. Disney Plus in Japan. I don't think you can watch in United States. But it looks like this if you can find it. It looks pretty fun. It looks pretty cool. If I play MapleStory with this playing, I'll be able to study English. There you go. 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, and I'm somewhat of a comedian too. Let's make it 3. You'll get some laugh in there too. You'll learn English, you'll laugh, and you'll study. Wait, I said that number 1. You'll study English, you'll laugh. Wait, what was the other one? If I play MapleStory with this playing, oh yeah, you get to play MapleStory, be entertained, and learn English. So you're playing your game, you're learning English, and you're being entertained. That's 3 birds with 1 stone. That's a triple kill. Did I level up? Yeah, I did. Okay, we got about 300 more left of these dark eyes. I wonder, can I go to Drake right after this? Or do I have to level up again by myself before I can do another grind quest? Has ChronoStory had any balance adjustment compared to the original? Yeah, so ChronoStory has different rates, right? ChronoStory has double the EXP rate from monsters, and it has triple the drop rate and triple the quest reward rate. Not only that, I mean, this game looks like MapleStory, but it doesn't play like MapleStory. As you can see, the monsters are moving incredibly fast. Like, this game is being played on... This game is playing like at a 2x sped up version. Like, it's been sped up by 2 times. The items drop kind of differently. Items drop very fast. The UI is a bit wonky. The game itself is a bit wonky. But there's a charm to it. There's a charm to it. Once you get used to it, I think it kind of becomes benign. You don't really notice. The auto pickup is definitely nice for a game like this. Because this game feels more like an arcade than an MMO, it's nice to have the pet basically have vacuum loot. Yeah, that's why my inventory was always full of items. Let's see. Chrono 4th job, pretty much like modern Maple. I kind of saw a little bit of it, but I don't know too much. Well, okay. I saw a YouTuber playing ChronoStory, and he was basically like flying across the map. I think by then my immersion might fall off. I don't know. Maybe I can still look at it, not like a MapleStory, but like an arcade game. Continue to look at it that way and still find myself to enjoy the game. But I'm not a huge fan of modern, right? But it's not just the gameplay itself that turns me off from modern. Modern is just so convoluted and overloaded with so many things from all the years that it's had updates and patches. So it's very overwhelming for someone who hasn't played modern MapleStory to kind of come and play the game. There's so many new things, so many things to learn, so many things to read. That probably is the biggest factor that turns me off. It's so overwhelming to get into. The numbers are overwhelming. The items itself is overwhelming. All these fragments and materials, and just for you to end up doing the same thing towards the end game. All this extra crap just for you to end up in the same. I don't know. It's very overwhelming for me, and I'm not a big fan of forced cutscene. When the last time I played modern MapleStory, I was very shocked that a game like MapleStory would have a cutscene that isn't skippable. I was like, when did we go from like no background telling, you just create your character, you job advance, and you play that job, to eventually, like, I remember when they initially started rolling out cutscene, I think it was Mushroom Kingdom, but it was always skippable. You could always press ESC to skip. But after a while, that was like kind of the beginning phase, and I guess they wanted to build upon that. Every time they released a new class, you had to watch this unbearable 10-15 minutes of unskippable cutscene to learn the background story of Xenos, or Mechanic, or Kai, or Jin. These very cringy, edgy characters with their names, and how, you know, they're supposed to be a savior. They're like, it was just unbearable for me. I don't care about that. I wanted to play the game, and once I get hooked into the game, maybe if I like the game, I'll watch the story and get into the lore later. But I'm not a huge fan of like anything being forced. I don't like that. I like to do things on my own time, and the same thing is true for their handholding. It's essentially forcing you to, the game is forcing you to do what it wants you to do. There's no free will in the game, and when you get to a training ground, a lot of it is way too easy. So it's like when I play modern, until you get to the late game, the entire process just feels like an underwhelming cinematic. Like you paid, you know, you're paying with your time to watch a cinematic. Because whenever I would train in modern, so many things, like leveling up was a joke. It was too easy. The game was way too easy. Everything would die in like what, 2-3 hits. Never ever do I feel this like soft cap, right? Even in ChronoStory, as I'm playing the warrior, I'm experiencing the soft cap, and I have to figure out a way to get over that soft cap, and that itself is pretty enjoyable because I'm trying to problem solve, and there's my will being implemented to get over that soft cap. Soft cap being the dexterity, the accuracy. Modern, there is nothing like that. And I don't really blame Modern for it. You know, it's an old game, and it happens to a lot of games that have a lot of years. Over the years, all these patches, it's the same thing that happens in WoW. You know, they have this problem where the end game content players want more and more update to come out, and when a new player joins, they're just overwhelmed by the amount of content that's been out. And you know, that's why they have things like, oh, you can pay money to boost your character. Skip all the content that you paid money for. Pay more money to skip the content that you paid money for and get to the late game where the real game is at. Isn't that funny? I always thought that was pretty funny when they rolled that out on classic WoW or on a retail WoW. You can pay more money to boost your character and skip all the content that you paid money for. I don't know. I always thought that was pretty funny and ridiculous. Cutscene with chibi characters are cringe. I know, man. Like, this game should have always been lighthearted, but they made it way too edgy. Like, who's gonna take a chibi game like this and, you know, like, nobody cares. I don't think anybody cares, right? Like, a very minority of people. Select few people actually care and can see the chibi characters to be this, I don't know, like they portray these characters as some mega savior, stoic edge, like savior of some sort, and it's just cringe. I'm not gonna lie, it's just cringe. I can't watch through that. The recent game that I played where the cutscenes were bearable was Crimson Desert. You know, Crimson Desert, that game, beautiful graphics, characters actually, you know, it's not chibi at all. They look good. The story was good. I'm using Berserk here too. I am? I'm not using Berserk. Did you quit Maple Land? I have not. I have not quit Maple Land. I'm gonna continue my LB farming tomorrow morning, USA time. And do probably some podcasts with people. Okay, I got 100 left. The cutscenes in VA kill me. I don't care about the story and they keep forcing it on you. What is VA? Yeah, I was never a fan of cutscene. I didn't like the fact that they forced it. That was just like, wow, I can't believe we came this far in MapleStory that now I have to sit here and click through, like spam spacebar for 10 minutes to actually just get a taste of the game. That's when I knew, okay, this game is cooked. This game is actually cooked. It's trying to do too much. It should have always been a simple social game. Oh, the voice acting. Okay, I see. Yeah. See, MapleStory was never like that back in the day. MapleStory was a very light-hearted social game that you can just log in and play your character You were never playing as Xenos or whatever the character names are now. It's like the name, I don't know, Angelic Buster. It was never that. It was just you log into your character. You were playing yourself, but you had a job title to you. You were always Johnny Father. You were always, you know, whatever character name you gave yourself. Tiger XD, right? Or whatever the other names that people used. And yeah, you were playing as yourself in a social game with other friends from school or that you met in the game, and you log in. It was never about storytelling of characters. That's where it went wrong, I think. I'll just say that. The game definitely did lose its simplicity. The game should always have been simple. It should have always been a simple game where people can get together and play together and make friends, and if not make new friends, play with existing friends that you know, like friends you know from your real life in high school or whatever, or middle school, and kind of hang out in game. That was the golden day of MapleStory. All the way up to pirate, it was perfectly fine. And I've said this before, but I think pirates were a good implementation to the existing 4 adventure classes. They homogenized very well. They fit in really well, and then they started releasing Dual Blade, Angelic Buster, the Resistance, even Cygnus Knights. But at least with Cygnus Knights, the max level was 120. So they were always considered a utility. They were always considered, because of this skill called here, Blessing of the Fairy. This was, so if you read the skill here, it says skill level will increase by 1 when another character in your account gains 10 level. It used to be not like that. It used to say it would only work if you had Cygnus Knights, right? So for every 10 levels of Cygnus Knights, you would get a stat boost. So Cygnus Knights were a new class, yes, but because their max level was 120, the intention was there because they were so balance breaking. Cygnus Knights broke all sorts of rules. It just kind of like you had warriors using magic and mobbing enemies like warriors never could before. It took away class identity. It homogenized all the classes into a single blend of like just they all felt like magicians. You had Buccaneers using the design and the skill design was all different, but they all played the same. They all did the same thing. There was no more of this warriors have a melee weapon and you attack an enemy and you trigger final attack and you do a cool spin move, or you're wielding a spear and you use final attack and you use power strike and final attack triggers and you do a little bunny hop and hit them for like insane amount of damage. They had uniqueness. It had distinction between each classes. All of that disappeared with Cygnus Knights, and the Resistance came, and really just like starting there, Angelic Busters and all this other, like probably after Angelic Buster, they just didn't care anymore. They were just releasing class after class after class, just trying to get the player count up. I think that's what happened. They were just hurting so bad for numbers, and they were phasing out, and they were becoming irrelevant, that they had to keep pushing out new things. more stimulating, more, you know, just another level, next level of stimulation, next level of attention grabbing. Oh, look, they have Angelic Buster. They can clear the entire map in like 5 seconds. Oh, wow, that's insane. Let me try it out. You know, I think that's what happened. To stay relevant, they had to do what they had to do. Finally, I'm done. Doosh. Doosh. There we go. Oof. That was a long grind. Dang, dude. You came an hour late. This dude has elf ears. He said LOL. What is he up? Yo, was that final attack? Or was that fatal strike? I just saw it. That was pretty cool. What is he, a page? He's a page. Level 41 page. Oh, I can see his stats, dude. That's pretty cool. What? How is his base stats so low? What does he have that I don't have? Oh, I can see his items and everything. Where is he getting his accuracy from? He must be getting it. Yeah, I think his accuracy is pretty low, actually. It doesn't tell me his accuracy, but it looks like he's hitting a lot of misses. Is he? Maybe not. Dang, how is his accuracy so high compared to me? That's unfair. Okay, let's go to town. Turn this quest in. $43. I think I want to level Fatal Strike. Yes, I do. So this is just a passive skill. Okay, let's see. What can I do now? Is there more? Okay, Skelly Dogs. So I can do Skelly Dogs now. Hold on. Where can I get this quest? This quest is the one that gives me the cape, I think. Firewood. Should I do this one? XP 3500, that's not a lot. I think I want to do this first. Let's go get a cape. I think I need to go get a cape. Oh yeah, I have gacha too. Let's just go ahead and spend all these gachas. Red Pole Feather Hat. What is this? Man. Dark Piette Pants. Okay, we're gonna go to Perion and use that. We're not gonna use it here. No siree. Perfect time to use. How long does this last? For 15 minutes? Yeah, perfect. We're gonna fly around for a bit. Sell all equips, get it out of here. Hey, thank you, I appreciate it. Great red helmet? What is this? Trash. Oh, the judgment. Level 70. Blunt weapon. My last one. Give me something good. Oh man. A spear. They couldn't give me an axe, bro. That's actually a nice spear. I'll be right back. Oh my. Pro 20 broken mirror wild boar. That's right. Wild boar. Let's go kill this wild boar. Where are the wild boars? Where do they come out at? What country am I from? I was born in Korea and I live in USA. For me to see. Bum, 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 bum. Where are the wild boars at? Oh, Stumpy, what the hell? This is gonna give me... Oh, he actually gave me some boots that I could use. Oh, this is a thief boots, never mind. Damn it, man. Where are the boars? I'm looking for the boars. Here they are. Oh, that's cool. I'm doing like spin attack now. That's the fatal strike, I'm guessing. Oh, I got the shield. I got a shield. Finally, I got a shield. Yes, dude. Awesome. Now I look so cool. There's got to be a better map than this. Hold on. It here? Dangerous Valley. This is where the drakes come out. Okay. This is not where we want to be. Oh, there it is. That's where we need to go. I think these guys will still give me broken mirror pieces, or no? Or is it just the wild boars? Some servers you can get broken mirror pieces from fire boars or wild boars. But I think this server you can only get it from the wild. Okay, that's fine. We're almost done anyway. What is my snail doing up there? Just breaking the game casually. Okay, okay. All done. I don't have space in my inventory. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea if ores are needed in this. Ores are needed here or not. Just throw away these opals. What did it give me? Yes, now we have a cape too. We can scroll this cape. Why is a warrior so fast? It's one of the things with this server. $50 stage wings, 50 stiff feathers, 10 processed wood. This should be easy to get, right? We can make 10. How many? 50? Let's see. This one, quest helper. We need what? How many? 10 processed wood. Okay, that's easy to make. No, I don't need you to make me work gloves. Yo, there's so many mobs here. Or I thought. Wow, it sucks being a warrior here. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't hit them. It's so hard for me to hit them. Where are you from? I live in United States. I was born and raised in Korea. No. Not my rush candy. Wait. Am I not getting sturgeons? What? What the? Okay, that's not cool. Definitely showed. Wait, it's just selling them automatically now. Oh, okay, because I'm full. I see what's going on. Where's the server? This server is called ChronoStory. Wow, this is painful. I see so many mobs, but I can't hit them. Absolutely painful right here. There we go. We got 50. Perion. How many do I need? 10? Wait. Why didn't he make it? Don't get it. Why isn't he making my, why is he not making my processed wood? $50 firewood, which I have. 5,000 meso, yes. Not making it. Why is Mr. Thunder not making my stuff? Did I graduate from Seoul Arts High School? Oh no. Why won't this guy make my stuff, bro? Steel plate. I need processed wood, sir. I need, just give me one then. I want you to make it! Oh my god, bro. How do I make processed wood? Can somebody help me, please? Will this guy make it for me? Okay, I can't click this guy. I'm gonna have to look this up. How to make processed wood in ChronoStory. Wood crafting. There's wood crafting. Wait, this is Layman is talking about classic though. Okay. 가공된 나무 JM 찾아가 보세요. JM 안 돼요. JM도 안 되고 페리온 가봤는데 페리온도 안 되고 가공된 나무를 만들어야 되는데 Maybe I can go to crappy. Let me ask this guy. Let me ask this guy. Hello. Let me ask him. I'm gonna tell him I'm new and I need to make processed wood. Maybe he'll help me. If not, I'm going to have to buy a megaphone and ask people. Okay, nobody's answering me. In FM to the right of bank. Okay, cool. So this is the FM, right? Yeah, free market. In FM to the right of bank, you can craft with wooden sticks or fires. This guy. Okay, so this guy makes it Fogan. Wait a second, this guy didn't even make it. Why will he not take my firewood? Am I missing something? What am I missing here? I have the meso. I have the material. What the? Now it makes it? Okay. Yeah, I guess it didn't have enough space, but I did have enough space. That's the weird part. I did have enough space, but it said I didn't have enough space. 아이템 1000개씩 합쳐진다. 그러게요. 뭔가 기괴하네. 보는 것도 기괴해. 1000개씩 합쳐지니까. Okay, there we go. Go back to Kerning City. Alligator skin pouches, 100 tablecloth. The things I do. Yeah, it wants me to have at least 2 free space open. Did not know that. Okay, we need to use this rush candy. I'm tired of running around slow. Let's go. Super fast mode. Whoa, there's fire bats. What are these guys? What are these guys called? Crimson sturge. Interesting. What's going on, buddy? There we go, that's 100. Go kill the legators now. Real quick. Do you have overseas servers? What does that mean? Do I have overseas servers? These guys are gators, right? Okay, never mind. These are the guys we need to kill. Perfect. What does it want me to do? Okay, it wants me to go to Alinea, talk to one of his fairy buddies. Sure, I can do that. 15 medicine weird vibes, 20 witchgrass leaves, I'll make you a flying potion. Oh my god. They're making me do work. Witchgrass leaves. Where's that at? Isn't that in Kerning City? Where are the melodies actually? Are the melodies over here? Okay, this is the monkey forest. I think I keep going here and eventually we'll see melodies. Forest of Evil. I think this is it right here. Yep. Go. Oh, these guys are high level. Oh. Hold on. Wait. Oh, it's not this. Medicine with weird vibes is something else. I just remembered. That's from the Wraiths in Kerning City. Oh, I'm getting tired now. Oh, it's late. Shade spawned. Okay, some boss spawned in here. Let's see if we can go find Shade. I don't think I've ever heard of Shade. Oh, what the hell, dude? What level is this guy? Level 56? Oh, someone's hat? See if we can kill this guy. He's not gonna kill me, is he? That's it? Oh, that was pretty trash. 아, 이제 조금 있으면 잘 겁니다. 밤새서 하는 건 아니고 내일도 아침에 일어나서 볼일 보고 방송해야 돼가지고 조금 있으면 자야 돼요. 캐스트 이것만 하고 잘 것 같아요, 아마. 시간이 많이 늦어가지고. 저도 검은색 검은색 레이스는 처음 봅니다. 저도. What, you're speaking Korean? Yes, I speak Korean. I'm fluent in Korean. It's my mother tongue. Do 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 do. There we go. Okay, the last item I think is back in the sewers. Which grass? Oh, what? Bro, 49 out of 50, really? Wait, I got 51. Why is this saying I have 49? What the heck? There's like these you want to communicate in Korean, but it keeps switching to English. I don't know. Some people are able to speak in Korean. I don't know why. For some, it won't it'll do it to some people, but it won't do it to other people. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, you just gotta hit it once? Made it very easy, huh? Do I dream in English? Well, here's the thing about dreams and your thoughts. What if I told you you're just a product of your environment? Yeah. So whenever I'm in Korea and I'm surrounded by my Korean family, my inner voice and my dreams are all in Korean for the most part. And when I'm in US, when I'm back home in the US and I'm surrounded by English speaking people, my dreams are in English. Oh, hold on. Yellow Ingrid. Shiny one. Dex 5, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We're about to have some massive decks. Oh, and some shoes too? What is this place? They're giving me all the good things. Oh yeah. Okay. Choose for mobility. We're gonna put all the mobility on this thing. go. Our goal is to move around fast. And then I had cape for Dex, 10%. Should I just do it? We're gonna do it. I have 2 cape for Dex, 10%. Let's go. Nothing happened. Oh, one of them actually worked. Plus 3 Dex. That's what I'm talking about. Six more. Hero Maple. 안녕하세요, Hero Maple님. Are you fostering fighter in this game? I am. I am living my dream in this server for a quick moment before I return to Dark Knight tomorrow. Oh, rush candy. Heck yeah. Love those rush candies. Oh my god. No. Yes, this game is called ChronoStory. It's my first day playing this, especially Dino. Yeah, I think Dino plays this game. A lot of Western YouTubers play this game until Classic comes out. I gotta go to Alinea. Okay, let's make our way back to Alinea so we can talk to Wing. Wing the Fairy. Oh no. Okay, take this to kerning. I think I'm done now. I'm not sure. Let's see. Is he gonna give me my cape? Oh, please give me a good cape. Please. Movement speed cape, please. Literally the worst one. Arguably the worst one. Dude. Really? Jump? Does this game have New Leaf City map? I don't know, actually. I've been kind of sticking to... I haven't really ventured out much or explored. It's very fast paced, so it keeps you kind of in a certain path of progression, and I haven't detoured out of that. It's been very linear. It feels very arcade-ish. Let's change scrolls. Yes, we don't need this. Overall armor. I think we're gonna do overall armor for Dex 100%. So we need 10 of these. And then we'll wear this yellow one now. We'll be a yellow Power Ranger. We'll put 10 of these on. Nice. And then for this old raggedy cape, I think we're gonna put more decks on here. Go to cape. Decks. How many vouchers do I have? 1800. You can get 2. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. 60%. Let's go, baby, please. Oh no, nothing happened. Nothing happened again. That's crazy. You know what? We're doing a 10%. I can't even do 10%. That sucks. I see. Exploring various areas is really fun. This must be origin about the game. Oh, my back. Did you already do the Dark Eyes quest? I did. I sure did. Now I'm on my next one. I think it's the Skelly Dogs. But I think I'm gonna stop here because it's getting pretty late and I have to wake up early. Before we go, we're gonna burn our gachas. Go to Perion and burn this gacha real quick. I mean, the game's really fun. I mean, I like it. ChronoStory. I could see myself playing it for a while. I did hear some news that I did hear some update that I don't really find too welcoming, which is that it plays very much like modern MapleStory once you hit 4th job. So maybe before I go, I can get a sneak peek of what 4th job advancement skills look like. And get disappointed together on stream. Doombringer. What's Doombringer? Oh, this. Level 100 boots. And level 70 two-handed sword. I need axes though. This game is not giving me axes. That's the issue. They're giving me a lot of weapons that I don't use, which is very sad. I want a two-handed axe. Look, could you tell me what this server is? This server is called ChronoStory. This version atmosphere looks so calm. I like to see it. Yeah, this it's very empty, I will say, unless I'm in a zone where not a lot of people are playing. But right now, I think the total players online, as you can see, this was hours ago, it's probably at 300. Yeah, 388 people online right now. So it's not big at all. It's a very small server. Okay, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I go live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so 5 days out of the week, with just Wednesday taking a break in the middle. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Come hang out with me tomorrow morning. I usually go live in the morning, in the AM. But today I just had some time and I wanted to come and play the game again. I enjoyed ChronoStory this morning and I had fun with it. So I wanted to come back and play again, and we jumped about 3.5 hours into the game and only got 4 levels in 3.5 hours. Progression definitely slowed down. This morning I was like flying through the levels, but now it has substantially slowed down. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.